Do you genuinely want it? Because that's the only thing that's going to be able to keep you in, to be able to actually see a good amount of results with the way that I show you. So I'll go over how I got to each stage of my body, except for really the beginning, because I think it's universal for most people. For me, I just started playing a bunch of Fortnite because I thought I was going to become a pro. I didn't become a pro, but I just sat inside all day and played video games, ate all the time too. It's not really good for me at all. It's not good for anyone to do. So I got fat, obviously. And then about a few months into COVID, I realized that I'm very, very fat. Like, I got so fat. I had big, gelastic, floppy titties. It was so bad. I also had a big belly and a secondary chin. It's not good for any man to have. Big reason is because no one really respects a fat person. Whether you think that's fair or not, it's just the truth in life. So in the beginning, the reason I didn't start working out earlier is because I had a few limiting beliefs. The main one that I had, and that I think most people have, is they don't want to spend the time. When in reality, the next 2 or 3 months are going to go by regardless of what you do. So you might as well just put it to good use. But I needed a workout routine, so I went on YouTube, I started searching up, I found one that I stuck with for a little while. I'm pretty sure it was by Johnny Sins, but I wrote it down at the time and I still have the piece of paper. I gave it to my brother so he could try and work out. He hasn't really been listening to it at all. This is the workout routine. It was really quick and I would just do it for 3 or 5 sets a day. And I didn't quit video games either. I would just do this after a few hours of playing video games. Again, horrible. You shouldn't be doing that. So for the first 2 months, that's what I did. And I genuinely did start to see results. By then, summer break was over. I went back to school. People were used to me with the multiple chins and the woman-like boobies. And in the beginning, I'm going to be fully honest, diet doesn't matter. Especially if you're young, you don't need to worry about diet at all really. Just try not to eat as much chips and junk food and eat out as much. And I'm not saying that eating isn't important. That becomes the most important thing later on after you've put on your noob gains. But one thing that you could try with eating is go up to your parents and just tell them that you're trying to make a change in your life, and you would honestly really appreciate it if they started buying healthier foods, stopped eating out as much. I think if you did that, they would genuinely be a lot more proud of you, and they would be happy to do it with you as a family thing. But yeah, the biggest thing in the beginning is just to work out. Maybe not 6 times a week, but if you do want to see the results a lot quicker, you do need to do that. But after I made it to that point, I got a lot more serious about it because I was getting a lot of compliments, although mainly from guys. We then got a bit of a home gym. We had a few dumbbells and made a little space for me in the basement to work out. And honestly, that did help, because now I had my own space and I had some weights to work with. Try and get weights as quickly as possible, or a pull-up bar that you could just put on your door. I don't have one anymore because we moved. Yeah, biggest thing is pull-ups. Pull-ups will help you tremendously. Even if you can't get one in your home because it's rented or your parents don't want to get one, go to the playground or go wherever and just start cranking out pull-ups. In the beginning, you might need a resistant band, or use one leg to push yourself up and do the jump, and then just let yourself down slowly. That's the thing that makes the most muscle when you're going down, even with weights. When you're bringing the weights down, you have to go really slow. So yeah, the next big point where I did put on a lot of muscle was when I got the weights. And I just maintained that physique for a while until we moved again. And then I had no workout space, and I again got really complacent and really fat. And I know the title says that this is a 3-month transformation, and it kept happening. I kept going through these points where I got really good and then I kind of gave it up because I got complacent. Another big thing is you don't want to get complacent. But after that, I started working out again in my room. I didn't have weights anymore, so I couldn't get the result that I wanted to, but I kept working out. And then high school started and I got to pick this one class. It was a weight training class. So I just got to lift weights there, and I got to utilize our school's gym, which is honestly pretty good. So I got to use that for a semester while I was in the class, and that's when I made a lot more progress. I was feeling like a Chad or a Sigma. And at this point too, I started taking protein, which is essentially just extra protein in the form of powder. So you can put it into your breakfast or shakes or whatever. And the next thing I started taking was creatine. And I feel like a lot of people say that it's not good, or that it's not safe, or they just don't trust these powders or whatever, or these supplements. But honestly, it is good, because what it does is it holds more water weight in your muscles. So it genuinely is a good thing for you to start taking. And then again, I fell out of the cycle because I started working. I started working my first job. I went to grade 11. I got into the same class again, did the same thing. Summer came, I started my business. I kept working. One thing that if I could go back and change is I would try and figure out a way to incorporate working out into my work life. even if I wasn't working out 6 times a week like I am now, even if I could work out once or twice a week, it would have helped me out tremendously in life. Then after the season came to an end for my business, that's when I started going to another gym, because now I actually have a car, so I'm able to drive back and forth. And a lot of people, they don't want to go to the gym, or they can't go to the gym because they don't have a car, or just transportation's really hard. And the best thing for you to do at this point, and what I really wish I did when I didn't have my car, is just work out at home. Honestly, if you can even work out 30 minutes once or twice a week, it's going to make such a bigger difference than if you don't work out at all. And now I've been going to the gym for 3 or 4 months. That's why I look so big. That's why I have apples in my biceps. But no, time is an important thing, because if you're serious about it, you don't eat like crap and you work out consistently at least 6 times a week, and you take creatine, you take protein, you eat well, you will see results in a month or 2. And also, if you have any things that genuinely helped you out a lot in your journey, I would love to hear it in the comments, and I'm sure other people would be able to gain something from it too. And with everything being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this one because I did go through the periods where I was unfit, or at one point extremely fat, and then I made the transformation in 2 to 3 or even 4 months. So if I could do it, you can do it. The only thing that's holding you back is the limits that you accept onto yourself. But yeah, if you need a bit of motivation or support too, the Discord is starting to grow now, so you can come in, join, use it as a bit of an accountability for yourself. And also the sales course, I put in a lot more effort and work into it. If you want to start building the foundation for your business to make more sales, it goes over the essentials. So go ahead and check either one of them out. I'll put them both in the top of the description. Hopefully I get to see you in one of them, and if not, that's okay. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good one. Bye bye.